And on the one hand, we have good profit margin, and on the other hand, we have satisfying our customers. And those things are kind of constantly at odds. That's not terribly unusual for any services business, but it's extra bad for MSPs because the tech stack is always getting more complicated. If we rewind 10 or 15 years, we were mostly managing routers, switches, endpoints, servers, pretty straightforward stuff. That's exploded. I mean, from cloud to endpoint, the stack is more complicated all the time. So Liongard is trying to solve that problem with what we call unified visibility. By saying, hey, we're your data platform, we're going to give you this unified visibility into all of those things. No matter what it is, absolutely everything in your stack, we're going to inspect it, bring back that rich data about how it's set up, and enable you to do cool things with it. And there are lots of things that you can do right from the app. Data is super powerful, but there's so much that you can do with it that we are super excited to work with Gradient and others on delivering integrations that really kind of land a particular use case, like billing reconciliation. Yeah, so for our partners, it means that they can do automated billing reconciliation for right into their PSA. Rosalee's going to tell us a lot more about that, but really leveraging our rich, deep data to get right to the bottom of a specific workflow that they have to do all the time. And better yet, one that impacts their bottom line. Are we billing our customers completely incorrectly?
Excited to be doing this integration with Liongard. So what Gradient does today with our billable product is we enable you to save time and money on your billing reconciliation and do it much more accurately. So the way we do that is we allow you to compare two numbers. One is, what does the PSA say your usage is, whether that's number of users or number of devices or workspaces or servers, however, whatever usage means for you in that context. Pulling that number from the PSA, and then at the same time, pulling the same information from your vendor invoice. So what does the vendor say that you used this month? And bringing those two numbers right in front of you, right side by side, allowing you to compare them and say, wow, these numbers are the same, that's awesome, or these numbers are different and they should be the same, so we need to adjust what's in the PSA. And Gradient allows you to compare them and then automatically adjust and write back to your PSA without ever leaving Gradient. So why I'm so excited about the Liongard integration is because it's going to enable us to take, rather than the information from the vendor invoice, we're going to take the deep data that Liongard is collecting, using their inspectors, create a custom metric to pull actual real data on how many users, how many servers, how many workstations, how many devices. Compare that to what's in your PSA, and then write back to your PSA using that very accurate data. So no matter how you do your pricing, how you set it up, there's going to be a custom metric that you can create in Liongard, to support your pricing, however you have that structured. Not only that, but because Liongard is integrated with more than 70 vendors, there's a possibility you could reconcile your entire vendor stack just with the one Liongard integration with Gradient. So you get 70 vendors, you get more accurate information, you get support for all these different pricing scenarios that you can dream up for ways to charge your customers. And that is all possible now with this Gradient Liongard integration.
So no matter how complicated your particular billing scenario is, let's just say you bill for users based on, if they're in this particular Active Directory group and they have these other licenses. With Liongard, we have all of that data in one place, and you can go in and write those custom metrics, create those custom data points to do billing exactly the way that you need it done, as opposed to doing it with a kind of pre-canned out-of-the-box integration that may not be as flexible as you need it to be.
So basically, this integration will give you the ability to have a single source of truth that you can rely on for your entire vendor stack. So a single source of truth for your billing reconciliation that you know is accurate. We take a product-led growth approach to our pricing, and what that means is we want you to experience the value of the product for yourself in your own business before we're asking you to decide on a pricing tier or what plan you want to have. So that means we have a very generous free tier. It's not a free trial, it's a free tier. So the free product is forever. You can sign up and get all the functionality of Billable and one integration for free and use it forever. And then if you like it, which we're sure you will, you can move up to the Pro tier, which is $99 a month, and that gives you unlimited vendor integrations. So that's how our pricing works, and hope that you will try the free tier.
I think as far as impact on the industry, I do think that this is a part of a general push that we should be making in the MSP industry to be more data driven, and like that's something super easy to say, but like to actually get the industry there is a totally different thing. But I mean, I really want to encourage MSPs to think about how do we get all of our data, all of our information about that we need to secure our customers better, to support our customers better, to do all those things. How do we get that data all in one place, have one source of truth for all of it, and then do all the downstream workflows and things that we need to do, but based on that solid foundation, as opposed to thinking about all those things differently. Oh, this is how we do onboarding, this is how we do security, this is how. Start from the clean foundation and then do all those things based on it. And I think this is a step in that direction.
That's a really good point, Matt, and I would add to that, not only do we have a vision for MSPs being more data-driven, but we also have a vision for the industry to be more connected. And at Gradient, we're really excited about the prospect of connecting many, many vendors to many, many different PSAs, and having this flow of accurate data, driving decisions, and get the friction out of the system, get the fragmentation out of the system, so that everyone can be more efficient, more effective.